Hello, my literary luminaries, and welcome back to another Tuesday Talks. Still, as you can maybe tell, voice is not 100% here, but bear with me, because this is actually something I can talk about, and I'm excited about that. So, this week's Tuesday Talks topic is, do you give a specific amount of pages before giving up on a book that you're not enjoying? And really, my answer to this is no. There is not like a set page limit. I try and get at least like a good third of the way through the book, which like is commonly around 100 pages, but that can vary given the page length of the book. If I've gotten a third of the way through the book and I'm still, bored or frustrated or tired or whatever about it, the chances of you making that up in the second 2/3 of your book is unlikely. And so by that point, I'm willing to say, you know what? It's not working. Now, as you all know, because I've talked about it before, I'm not big on not finishing books. So I will often struggle through books even if I don't like them. I did that for a book I reviewed a while back. I don't remember when exactly I did it. But if you go back, there are some like dramatically 1 to 2 star reviews floating around my blog that were just books that I genuinely didn't like. Now, I also used to say that there was only one book that I ever did not finish, and that was Great Expectations. I read it in school, my entire class revolted against it, and the teacher stopped trying to teach it. This has since changed. I have a second book that I have DNF'd, and that is A World Between? I believe that's the name of the book. Alright, I don't appear to have an indication of the author's name anywhere, but the name of the book is A World Between. I got it through the Story Plant, which I have reviewed books through many times in the past, and I couldn't do it. I genuinely I got probably about a quarter to a third of the way through the book, and I was so frustrated by the characters and the writing and just everything, and it was a struggle to get through it. And so I set it down, and I contacted the Story Plant that I probably wasn't going to be able to get through it. He said that's fine. And I talked to my father, who also reviews for the Story Plant, about it later, and he said that he'd gotten through it, he liked some pieces of it, but he was frustrated by the ending, and did I want to know what the ending was? I was like, sure, why not? The likelihood of me finishing this book is relatively slim. Let me know how it ends. And he told me, I've never been so happy to have not finished a book in my life. Because had I finished that book and gotten to that ending, I would have thrown the book through a wall or a window or into a new county, and it would have been a mess, and I would have done property damage, and it would have been bad. Oh, so I do not regret not finishing that book. I am never going to finish that book. It is so immensely frustrating that despite my innate dislike for not finishing books, I'm gonna have to let that one go. But so, in short, there's not a specific, I will read 100 pages, and if after 100 pages I don't like it, it's done. I read until I cannot read it anymore. And if that means I get through the book, then I get through the book. And I'll still say, I didn't like this book. If I wasn't planning on reviewing it, I wouldn't have read all of it. Something like that. But so mine's much more how I feel about the matter and why I'm reading the book. So that's where I stand on the matter. But I would love to hear from you guys. What are the criteria that you have for your DNF list? Is there a set number of pages? Or are you more like me, where you'll kind of weigh the odds a little bit? As always, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know down in the comments below or on Twitter at @KRyanFrey. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new around here, why not subscribe to be notified whenever I put up new videos? They should be up every Tuesday and Thursday. But until next time, I will bid you all adieu, and I will see you on Thursday for another Top 5 Thursday. Bye! world between. I believe that's the name of the book. I can look it up if I can find my phone somewhere. There it is. There is one book that, like, genuinely, if I wasn't going to review it for a book tour, wouldn't have finished the book. Not planning on picking up the sequel. Love the author to death. He's an awesome dude, but I couldn't.